Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Alexander Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll get it down on the play. To the 37.
To Adam Humphreys. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available
and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On second down now, it's Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of...
Lamar Miller, he's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Yeah, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. This is Miller. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff to Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run from both sides. They had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Breeze on third down. And he's got Miller. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
To Lamar Miller.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, it's Miller. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Down at the 11.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Breeze. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Chiefs 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Uncorks one for Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. Room here to run. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. This one into the hands of Burton. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
52 to the mark, boys. 52. I got it. Titans on the Ringo.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He gets it to Humphreys. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike, 55. Check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Jets.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to take another shot here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Will Disley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Patrick Peterson.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Breeze pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Another L.